Muy buenas, gente, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo estáis? Vaya pedazo musicote más épico, ¿no? Que tiene este juego. Soy Ultra y esto es GREEDFALL, un juego de rol que está bastante bien, está bastante chulo y vamos a traerlo al canal. Vamos a empezar vamos a probarlo, a ver qué tal está. Ha salido hace tiempo ya, pero no lo había probado y tenía ganas. Y la verdad es que tiene pinta de ser un juego muy recomendable. Lo vamos a descubrir juntos. Y nada, vamos a... Nueva partida. Sobre normal me parece bien. Y a ver qué nos depara este juego.
Could you stand a little taller, just a tad?
Like this?
Yes, yes. The chin a tiny bit lower. Gaze a little more to the right. There! Now, hold the pose.
Vale. Muy bien, pues vamos a hacernos el personaje. Que, no sé hacerme personaje masculino o femenino, la verdad. Pero... No, vamos a hacernos... Me gusta más femenino, no sé por qué. Preajuste... Rostro... A ver, lo podemos poner así. Las caras son un poco así... Esta parece como... Tiene ciertos rasgos como indígenas y tal, pero me mola. Tiene fuerza el rostro. Esta así morenilla. No sé. Es que las caras son un poco... La verdad, esta igual mejor. Esta parece que tiene... Está tan amarilla, parece que tiene alguna enfermedad... Bueno, aparte de la enfermedad esta, que es parte del lore del juego, parece que tiene alguna enfermedad del hígado o algo así. Son blanquísimas. Esta, bueno... Bastante normalita, pero tiene cara como triste, tío. Como de pena. Y está enfadada. Las caras no son muy allá porque esto es un estudio indie y el juego no es precisamente... No es un triple A en cuanto a gráficos, aunque no están mal. Están bastante decentes y bueno, para un juego indie la verdad es que yo creo que son suficientes. Lo que va a molar es el tema del rol y el tema de la historia, que eso sí que debe estar bastante bien. Color de piel y todo esto se lo vamos a dejar... Si es más oscuro, si es más claro. Así un poco morena, está bien. Color del pelo. A ver. Rubia. No, no le pega a rubia. Así tipo Kalesi. A mí no me gusta. Me parece como de vieja. Lo siento por Kalesi, pero pelo tan blanco no me convence. Morena quizás. Morena con toque de rubia. Vale. Color de ojos. Ahí los tiene como verdes. Aquí más marrones, azules. Vamos a poner... Sí, marrón claro. Marrón oscuro. Marrón claro. Me parece bien. Y... ¿qué más? Y caballo. Caballo sí tiene como una medio coletilla y rara. Es que me gusta mucho. Así recogido. Rollo Princesa Leia. Madre mía, este. Son muy de chicos los peinados, ¿eh? Para ser tía. chicos, son casi todos muy recogidos, muy... a medio coletilla. También coletilla y... No, Calvano. Calvano, por favor. Vamos a hacerle... El más decente sería o este, un recogido total. Que no es que me convenza mucho, pero dentro de lo que hay... es... o este último. Así tipo coleta de torero, pero bueno. Bueno, me parece... así me parece bien. Habilidades, guerrera, técnica, mágica. Intuición. Yo creo que voy a ir por técnica, yo creo. Y esto, atributos, fuerza, agilidad, precisión, constitución, voluntad, poder mental. Vamos a ir por técnica. Yo creo que esto es daño físico y esto es daño, sin más. Vamos a ir por precisión. Ah, ¿se pueden coger más de uno? No. Solo uno, ¿no? Y talentos... Carisma suele estar bien en los tipos de juego. Mejora un poco la capacidad de combate de tus compañeros. Permite fabricar pociones. Permite fabricar armas y armaduras básicas. Siguiente punto, nivel 5. Artesanía puede estar muy bien. Pues todo está bien, ¿eh? Hay que elegir algo. Vamos a ir por carisma de momento. Y luego yo creo que iré por artesanía y ciencia, quizás. Es lo que más me atrae. Esto también me atrae, pero habrá que ver cuántos puntos nos dan de cada cosa. Y en función de eso, elegir. Creo que un poquito de carisma puede estar bien. Lo que pasa es que... no sé cuántos puntos tenemos en total. Sería el tema. Vamos a pillar carisma. Vale, ya tenemos toda apariencia. Habilidades. Ciencia y fuerzas restauradoras. Vale. Bueno, vamos a ir así. A ver qué tal.
Just a few more minutes. You have such an incredibly singular face. That's a compliment, my lady, out of my mouth. Your particularity gives you character.
You're still here?
We have nearly finished. Have you any more need of me, Master?
You haven't forgotten that we're setting sail today, have you?
Of course not.
Your cousin is nowhere to be found. I've searched the palace from cellars to attics. Your uncle is beside himself.
He was of a mind to paint the town last night. Don't worry. I shall track him down. Make care to your own preparations without wrinkling another frown. We'll meet you on the boat.
It's about time your cousin took account of the responsibilities awaiting him. He should go and inform the ambassadors of Teleme and the Bridge Alliance of his departure.
Have no fear, Master. I will go and see them in his name. I beg your pardon, but urgent matters call me away. Might we finish all this later?
Impossible, my lady. You are leaving with the tide, if what I've been told is correct.
I am sorry, sir, truly. I must be going.
My lady, please, I beg you. Her Highness has personally requested I finish this.
Thank you, cousin, for getting me out of that.
Le hemos dejado al retratista con dos narices. Lo hemos dejado. Vale, brújula, misión principal. Vale. Aquí tenemos esto. ¿Tenemos mapa? Sí. Creo que nos sale el mapa. Patada. Ah, mira, tenemos pausa y tal aquí. Hechizos. Es un poquito... Ataque furioso, bloqueo, esquivar. Acciones. La brújula. Bueno, misión principal. Misión secundaria. La ambientación está muy chula, la verdad. ¿Vamos a hablar con ella?
Madam, I'm sorry. I'm afraid that I won't make for good company.
No soy muy buena compañía.
I wish you a good day, Your Excellency.
¿Dejar adentro? No, aquí no se puede entrar. ¿Y se puede hablar con ellos? Vale. Ah, vale, aquí está el mapa. Vale, mi misión principal está ahí. Supongo que tenemos que salir. Que no sin antes dar un vistacillo por aquí. Despídete de tu madre. se abre. Vale, vamos a ir por aquí. Ah, vale, tiene como niveles el mapa. Vale. Bien. No sé si hay que irlo descubriendo.
Hey! Green blood!
Kurt,
And so the day has finally come. My royal fledglings are leaving the nest.
accompanied by their most loyal and tenacious master of arms.
As loyal as your gold.
Enough with the cold mercenary. I know you like us. Still hiding your men in the unsuspecting shadows of the greats of this world, I see.
Hey, our blades are the only thing keeping you dainties alive.
Kurt, I'm not in need of your protection. I'm no longer a child, you know.
Is that so? Well, let's see. Fight with honor!
Atácate. Ah, vale, tenemos adrenalina. Vale. Ah, me tengo que defender. Ve. Desbloqueado. Mierda. Vale. Vale, y golpe sencillo. No, mierda. LB. Opciones. Esto se puede asignar a aquí, por ejemplo. Mierda. No le pillo el timing a este tío. Se ha reventado.
Me who thought myself a competent weapons master.
It's becoming a little hard to believe.
Don't add insult to injury. This is humiliating enough. We'll need to get you through the basics, or you risk getting your feathers plucked at the first sign of trouble.
That could definitely come in handy.
In that case, Otto here is going to be your training partner. Go! Fight with honor!
Vale, armas de fuego. Ah. Nivel de golpe se muestra con escudos. Vale. ¿Trampas o arma pesada? Vale. ¡Ey! Mierda. Me ha pillado. Coloca trampas. Joder con la trampa, tú. Muy buena. Furia. No, tengo que... Vale. Creo que tengo la furia ya, ¿no? A ver. ¿Por qué no? Estoy todo el rato poniendo trampas. ¿Dónde está fuera de combate? Ah, vale.
It appears we've brushed up on the basics.
It does. And I'd like to be on my way.
Vale, hay que
I've quite a
practicar.
list of things to do before we
Pero
depart.
más o menos lo básico
Indeed. Remember that
lo
you can always
tenemos.
train in our barracks on the island if you're feeling rusty.
Are your bags packed for the great departure?
Yes, you know I get by with very little. You're not angry that I'm coming with you, I hope.
Vale. Te está siguiendo un guardaespaldas.
On the contrary, I am thrilled that both you and Sir de Corsillon are joining our party. A few friends at your side in unknown territory is a boon.
Don't tell me the old school teacher is competing against me. By the way, where is our future governor hiding? I was hoping to put his skills to the test as well.
I've no idea. He had plans to celebrate his departure last night, and we haven't seen him since. You know Constantine. I should have gone with him, but my heart wasn't in the mood for a celebration. The thought of bidding my mother farewell.
It is never easy to say goodbye. But you should be going to see her now. She must be waiting for you. I'll meet you in front of the palace. Then we'll go and find Constantine together.
Very well. I'll meet you as soon as I've said my goodbyes.
Vale. Vamos para allá. Mira, aquí tenemos uno haciendo potis. Vamos a hablar con él. No.
What is this? Have you not
Joder,
been
esta no,
told
este
to
echa polvo.
knock? I've asked 1,000 times. Oh, it's you, my dear child.
Mother, I'm sorry. I'm having trouble getting used to your condition.
Come now, let's speak of more pleasant things. I'm so very happy to hear your voice. You remind me so much of your father. I do miss him so. Today is the big day, isn't it? Ready to set sail for that island everyone's talking about.
Yes, but the idea of leaving you behind, alone and ill.
Dying, my child. Alas,
Segunda.
there is nothing you can do by staying that would ease my suffering. One thing brings me cheer. They say the island is full of miracles, and we might find a cure.
Even if I were to find it, I would never be able to return in time to...
I know. But it brings me comfort to know my daughter has left on a mission to heal her people. Come now. It is time for you to take leave. Here, take this with you.
What is it?
A family heirloom. Something that... Take it and keep it with you. May it bring you good luck. All my blessings go with you, my child. Now, be off.
Bueno. A ver qué tenemos que hacer. Ah, aquí empieza... Empieza el tema. Métete con Kurt. Frente a Palacio. Te explora un poquito todo. Aquí no hay... No hay nada más. La ambientación y la luz y tal, las nubes y todo eso, me gusta. Está chulo.
Kurt. It's done.
Sorry, Greenblood. Look, we can see the masts of the ship that'll be taking
Para
us.
ser un juego un poco indie está
This
bien.
is one sacred adventure we're embarking on.
I hope this island will keep its promises.
In order to know that, we'll need to find Constantine first.
You were right.
Vas a encontrar a
Maybe
Constantine.
he is
Vale.
already at the port. He was so eager to leave.
This will be quite the chore to finish before our departure. The commander wants to recover some merchandise from our supplier, but the transporter doesn't want to deliver. I did all I could to persuade. Nothing came of it. All the parliamenting fatigues me. But this is your domain. I wouldn't say no to a little help.
Of course. Where is the supplier located?
In the lower boroughs, near the port.
Right then. We'll put it on our list of visits.
Ah, vale. Vale, podemos llevar compañeros, por lo que veo. Constitución. Características. Cuerpo a cuerpo, defensa. Equilibrio. Relación sospechosa. Sospechosa. Habilidades. Ah, estas son las mías. Yo puedo seleccionar aquí. No tengo puntos. Atributos. Talentos, vale. Trampa, poción de salud, munición. Un regalo que te hizo tu madre cuando te despediste. Va. El mapa. Misiones. Mapa del mundo. Ah, vale. Qué guapo. Me gusta esto de los mapillos a mí. Qué chulo, hecho a mano, Isla de Terfrade. Vale. Mateo, Hitmet y New Seren. Esto es Seren, que es el pueblo en el que estamos. Esto es Nueva Seren. Está como una isla. Puerto de Seren. Vale, mola. Y aquí esto es como información, ¿no? Como la Wikipedia. Señora de Sardet. Señor de Courcillon. Y este Kurt, que es nuestro maestro de armas. Aquí es donde estamos. Estos son bestias. Bastante completo el juego, por lo que veo. A ver. La gran salida. Riesgos secundarias. Mercancía. Negocia con el comerciante. Vale.
Where would you like to begin?
I've been asked to pay visits to the ambassadors of Ptolemy and the Bridge Alliance before our departure. Their dwellings are not far from here. We could go there first.
Very well. Do you think Constantine will be waiting for us next to the ship?
I don't know, but it is certainly worthy of inspection.
Negocia con el comerciante. Embajada de Ptolemy. Por aquí, supongo, sí.
Greetings, Your Excellency.
No. Nos saluda sin más. Ah, mira, aquí hay cajitas. Saquea. Adiós. Aquí en el inventario, ¿no? Trampa, poción. Resina de espino, cuerda. No nos dice nada, son como unos médicos de la peste.
I believe I've seen you at the palace. Are you one of the prince's relatives?
Con Curnos tenemos que hablar.
Greenblood, do you need something?
I wondered if you ever felt lonely.
I always do. Why, do you want to
Cuidado,
rectify this?
Se viene.
I hope to have kept you good company for all these years. After all, we were always together.
And these memories I hold dear. You've always been extraordinary, Greenblood, but I had to watch over you. You were my responsibility. That didn't leave us much time for friendship.
What about now?
Now, I hope that we'll have more time. Anything else?
No,
I
nada
must
más.
leave you.
Por aquí. Vale. Vamos a mirar bien si hay cosas saqueables. Ya he visto que sí. Y en estos juegos hay que saquear todo lo que se pueda. Sobre todo si es gratis. Transeúnte. Ah, mira aquí. Página de diario. Esto es un poco de lore, lo del diario ese. Por lo que veo. Cuidado. ¿Y esta gente? ¿Y esta gente? De momento no vamos a entrar en combate, ¿eh? No sabemos... No quiero granjearme enemigos por el momento. Ah. Por lo menos hasta que sepamos de qué va un poco bien la historia. Vale, de momento tenemos 2 misiones activas, que es esta. Embajada de Telene, Embajada de la Alianza del Puente. Y luego por aquí tenemos misiones secundarias. Plaza de los Príncipes. Ah, están quemando los cuerpos de la peña. Qué turbio todo, ¿no? Es un poco la época de la peste negra. Pero con otro lore diferente. Pero aquí la enfermedad creo que tiene otro nombre. Y es un poco la trama de la historia, ¿no? Por lo que he visto. Que tenemos que ir, coger un barco y ir a otra isla a ver si encontramos la cura. Aquí se puede... No, se puede hacer nada. Vale, ahora dónde estamos. Vale, vamos a ir. Vamos a empezar un poco a hacer la trama principal de la historia. No sin antes revisar todo bien.
Your Excellency.
Lady de Sade, I have been told that you were named legate. Congratulations. Those are great responsibilities for someone as young as yourself.
Legado.
But you will bring honor upon your family and the congregation. Of that I'm certain.
I thank you, Excellency. I've come here to inform you of our departure for Teofredi. My cousin Constantine is taking office as governor of New Serene, and I'm accompanying him.
I had no idea you would be leaving so quickly. What a shame. I had thought... Well, then, that is a pity. Have a pleasant voyage. A brilliant future awaits you. They say that it is a marvelous island. Please convey to your cousin my congratulations and sincere wishes for success.
You seem slightly hesitant. Please, tell me what troubles you.
A rather unscrupulous individual has been sowing trouble in Serene. A charlatan passing himself off as an alchemist.
Do people actually give credence to these lies?
Alas, yes. They snatch up his celebrated panacea. Remedies worse than the ill, believe me. As you can well imagine, alchemists are our pride. This vulgar trickster casts dirt upon their reputation and our own at the same time. In any city of the Bridge Alliance, we would have arrested him. But here, we respect your laws.
I shall see what I can do, but make no promises. My departure is imminent.
Tenemos
I
que
thank you, Excellency.
cargarnos de un
And I am pleased
alquimista
to see you have taken so well to your new
falso
functions of diplomacy.
que está
The
timando a la
man
gente.
operates in the city center. He is said to be clever and
Es listo y
mean.
malvado.
Be careful.
And what of your war with Ptolemy?
It has been dragging on. In fact, it has been dragging on for years. It is madness. If those bigots hadn't gotten it in their heads to convert the entire continent, we wouldn't be in this situation. But that's the way of the world. We shall not waver, whether here or on Tirfredi.
Have you been fighting battles there as well?
From what I've been told, Ptolemy has wisely and tastefully built their colony far from our city. Direct conflicts are in fact quite rare. But one day they will inevitably take place.
The Bridge Alliance has been on Tirfredi for much longer than we have. What can you tell me?
It is true that we founded Hikmet, our newest city, around 15 years ago now. Alas, I haven't been able to go there myself. I can only tell you what others have reported to me. It is a luxurious island. An enormous dead volcano thrones in its center. The vegetation is extremely varied, and the fauna wondrous. We discovered animals that we had never ever seen before. Some are bigger than houses. But they're not the only occupants of the island. A savage and crude people also live there, who speak an incomprehensible language. But you shall discover all of this for yourself soon enough.
Could you give me your understanding of the relations between the congregation and the bridge?
Our relations hang essentially on the quality of our trade and commerce. The exchanges are very profitable, especially on the cultural front. I will not hide from you that we have hoped you would join our number for quite some time. But your princes insist on maintaining a neutral stance between the congregation and the other nations on the continent. It is by all means a respectable position, even if it means you also trade with our enemies.
O sea que hay facciones, va a haber facciones, va a haber aquí temas políticos. Está bien.
Would you be so kind as to tell me what you know about the Bridge Alliance?
With pleasure. A legate needs to know the history and strengths of her allies. The alliance was sealed by several nations of the Bridge around 200 years ago. The greatest of our cities, Al-Sad, became the capital, and a council formed from the different nations now rules. This union was originally put into place to better resist the appetites for conquering our neighbors. But our ancestors quickly realized that the union had also strengthened us economically and culturally. And of course, exchanges in knowledge were strongly encouraged from the outset. Today, it is by no means an overstatement to claim that the Bridge Alliance leads our world in science and exploration. Each day, we push the limits of our understanding further in each and every domain.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Pues ya nos ha dado un poquito de lore este señor. Vale, vamos a ver lo que hay por aquí. Tacitas, por aquí no se puede subir. Uy, cuidado, cuidado, que la liamos. Vamos. Vale, vamos a hablar con el embajador. Lo que no sé... es, a ver. Aquí no tenemos peso, ¿no? Creo que podemos llevar todo lo que queramos. Trampa 6... Vale, no hay, de momento no hay límite. No parece que haya límite. No entiendo por qué... Ah, vale. Por aquí hemos... No. Por aquí hemos pasado... A ver... No, por aquí creo que no. Ah, mira. Hay cositas aquí ocultas, ¿eh? Que de hecho... A ver. Estilete, sable. Este hace más daño a la armadura. A ver. Y aturde más. Sable viejo. Equipado arma A, arma B. Ah, vale. Esto es martillo con pinchos. Vale, vale. Pero creo que nos han dado también... A ver. Atondo de viaje. Jugón bordado viejo. 40%. Calidad. Pues esto está mejor. No. Guantes no hay nada. Vale. Y... este hombre... Este tiene un buen jugón, ¿eh? Viaje. Todo lo que teníamos nosotros, este es lo que tenía. Forzar zaraduras tiene. O sea que igual lo podemos usar. Bueno, ya vamos un poquito mejor equipados de armadura. Eso es bueno investigar. Porque a veces encuentras equipación bastante chula. Vale. Aquí está la misión. ¿Ves? Aquí también. Las viejas aquí como un sitio de alquimista, pero no se puede usar. En algún momento creo que podemos usar algún tipo de taller de alquimia, ¿no? Me da que sí. Cuidado, cuidado, cuidado. No. No, no te metas. No te metas con esa gente. Lo que no podemos es controlar a los ayudantes. Se meten en combate enseguida, ¿eh? En cuanto ven a alguien chungo, se meten en combate. Va. A ver qué nos cuenta este hombre.
Good day, Excellency.
Lady de Sardet, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I have come to inform you that my cousin Constantine and I are departing for Tir Fredi on the hour.
Ah, yes. I did indeed hear talk that you had both received callings of greater stature. Allow me to congratulate you. Were you not named legate of the congregation?
You are correct, Excellency. I thank you.
It is a station of great honor that I am sure you will fill with brio and panache. The Mother Cardinal Cornelia will be enchanted to work with you, and your cousin in the future. I only regret that your departure is so sudden.
Really?
To be entirely honest with you, I was hoping to solicit your help in a rather delicate matter.
Tell me more about it, and perhaps I can take care of your problem before my departure.
Very well. A small group of dangerous heretics has found refuge in Serene. We know that your uncle tolerates the presence of all pagans within the city walls. But these particular non-believers threaten the fragile harmony of this place. We would consider it a tremendous favor if you would arrest them and deliver them to our guard.
Heresy is not a crime in Serene. You do know that, but I'm sure that my uncle would hear your arguments. Why call on my intervention?
The prince would indeed give us his blessing, but it would take time. Far too much time. For according to our sources, these fugitives have already made contact with a smuggler to take them who knows where.
I see. You were hoping that I'll be able to do something before they make it to an enemy city. If your heretics are planning on boarding a ship, then they must be in the dockyards. I'll look into this and see what I can do.
Vale, podemos preguntar sobre...
How is Ptolemy faring on Tirfridi?
We built a marvelous city, San Mateus, on the western coast of the island. Did you know that certain historians believe that it might well have been the final resting place of our prophet? Our missionaries there are a multitude. Not a day passes without new islanders joining our sacred faith. Of course, there are certain pockets of resistance. There is talk of a demonic cult, disgusting creatures. But I am confident that the Ordo Luminous will be able to put an end to these horrors. And we have tremendous hopes that the entire native population will join our ranks.
How goes the conflict with the Bridge Alliance?
Your territory is, alas, the only one that has been spared from the ravages of war on the continent. We fight on every front, without great success, one must say. But what other choice do we have? These so-called savants not only refuse the light, but are determined in their fight against it.
And on Tirfridi?
To my knowledge, no one has yet seen any serious fighting. The Bridge have succeeded in provoking the natives there, and have their hands full keeping them at bay. Which leaves us greater latitude to settle peacefully and pursue our mission of conversion.
What is your point of view on the relations between our two nations?
As ambassador of Ptolemy, I can only rejoice at the mention of our commercial treaties. We appreciate as well the welcome that your uncle gave to our missionaries. Thanks to your support, more and more believers wander your land.
O sea que estos han venido de otra tierra a la tierra donde está mi tío, que es el gobernador, y han empezado a evangelizar con su permiso, pero no es la religión principal.
That heresy is tolerated, and that your treaties with the Bridge Alliance are maintained.
Could you tell me anything about Ptolemy?
It would be a pleasure. As you already know, our glorious nation is guided by our faith. We follow the teachings of Mateus, our founder and greatest prophet. And give thanks each day to the Luminous for having gifted us magic. The high dignitaries of Thélème are at the same time our spiritual guides, advocates, and grand mages.
I've heard say that dissensions have appeared recently in your nation.
Ah, you must certainly be speaking about the debates that have divided the Ordo Luminous and the more political orders. The Lord Luminous has an extremely pure vision of our faith and applies the words of our saint very strictly. But other, more open-minded factions exist within our nation. They believe that a less rigid dialectic would attract souls more readily to our faith. But their differences are purely theoretical and do not threaten the cohesion of our nation, I assure you.
Vale.
I must be going.
Ya nos ha informado un poquito de qué va la historia. Nos
May
hacemos
the
una sola
light
idea.
guide you, de Sade.
Es una especie de embajada un poco extraña, ¿no? Embajada religiosa, más bien. Vale, a ver qué tenemos. Vale, tenemos aquí un par de misiones. Un cortal charlatán. Negocia con el comerciante.
The merchant is there.
Está chula la ciudad, ¿eh?
Good day, my lady. How might I
Vale, este está hecho polvo también, ¿eh?
You can start by explaining to me why you refuse to honor the orders agreed upon with the guard.
There's been a misunderstanding, madam. Of course we're ready to honor the orders. In fact, I've already had a word with your master-at-arms.
They're asking that we pay again, despite having already paid.
It's just that the price has gone up since. I've nothing to do with it.
This is inadmissible. If you agree on a sum, you need to honor that agreement.
I'm sorry, madam. I'm just an agent, and I'm only obeying orders.
Why don't we go and solicit other suppliers, Kurt?
When we've already paid for the merchandise? If these thieves agree to reimburse the original payment, it's what we do immediately. And do know, in the future, we won't be shopping with them. Well, I should think not.
Your master has apparently asked you to demand a second payment for this merchandise.
That's right.